Yep. We're back.
Hey.
Been a long time.
It has been, actually.
Yeah, shouldn't have
We
left
didn't
you.
see you guys.
Without a dope beat to step two. Step
Yeah,
two.
we-
Step
we-
two.
We're waiting
step
for
two.
We're
one
waiting.
more.
We're waiting on one more
Facebook?
platform. Yes.
Okay, hold on. Broadcast failed. Okay. Not okay. Go press okay.
Oh, that's all we need to do?
Because you're frozen. Your hair is
What you say?
didn't work. Technical difficulties, guys.
I think we roll with that. No.
No.
Man, what can we do?
Double tap.
We did miss you, though. Guys, we really did.
Yeah.
Last week. We
This is
missed...
Swipe up
Yeah.
from the bottom.
Is this the
That
CO
bar.
page, Gary?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the okay.
It's not the personal, right?
Yeah.
Gary, you can close out and open that back up.
Yeah, but you're gonna have.
Okay.
Just stand on that corner, that side to do it. Just close out of it. I don't know why Facebook is acting all funky, but it is.
It's giving us a hard time.
It is.
y'all.
But hey, YouTubers.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, IGers. We did miss you.
We did.
Yeah, we talked about conversations overheard.
It
all
seems like it's
along.
been longer than a week.
It does.
Whenever
Feels like
we're
two.
away from you guys, it seems like it's been a lot longer than 1 week.
Yeah.
So, just give us a couple seconds. We are having some very characteristically difficult problems with Facebook.
Which is usually tried and true.
It is. That's why it's so uncharacteristically
Yeah.
difficult.
Do you have too many things open? You may want to shut down some things.
I closed everything.
Okay. So, did you get your Christmas shopping done? Are you doing any?
All that I'm going to do is done.
It's done.
Oh, well, no, that's not true. I have one more thing.
Okay.
What about you?
I have everyone to do.
Oh, you haven't started?
I have not.
That's not like you.
I know. I just have not. But I am going to do a little shopping. I am. I just don't want to go out in the streets. I want to do everything online.
Can you still do that? I think you can.
Yeah.
Okay, you got time. I mean, I
Most
know.
things said, will deliver before Christmas. So if I get on
Yeah.
turn it around. There you go. If I get on the horn tonight,
You can get it done.
I can get it done. Yeah.
What's going on there?
Wow. There we go. I think.
Facebook is going through some things, you guys. But we are back. I'm going to scoot over just a little bit.
Come sit by me.
Yeah, I'm gonna come in just a wee bit. So we're gonna have some good conversations like we always do. I'm excited about the new year too.
I am as well. 2025 is going to be incredulous. Hey,
Outside.
Gary, nice seeing you.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
2024 wasn't that bad. I mean, other than the politics of it, 2024 was good.
Yeah. Okay.
It wasn't bad. No.
wasn't bad.
I mean, this was wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think every year that you can celebrate a birthday is a good year.
Here's
So.
to that.
That's very true.
My
That's the
Cup
silver
is
lining. If you're
full.
still here and you're still breathing,
yeah,
you know,
you're winning
you're blessed.
for sure.
So we are talking about tonight. Dun, 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 dun.
Cohabitating.
Cohabitating, when you're 50, what does that look like when you're living together? Unmarried, cohabitating.
It's funny because I mean, when we were talking off air about it, we talked about the stigma of how we were brought up in terms of, don't live with nobody that ain't your spouse, da 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 da.
Right.
And there were terms out there like shacking up, and there were others. You out here playing housewife.
Playing house.
Yeah, so I think that I've come a long way.
I thought I did this.
It's okay.
That's not even a real call.
It's
How
a
dare
spam call.
Right?
I know, right?
Dare they?
This is Russia.
Okay.
Yeah, just turn the ringer off. Okay,
I
so
did.
go ahead, Gary.
So I think that we were all, or most of us, I shouldn't say all, most of us were taught that, you don't live together. That's not appropriate. And, and then, of course, you do it in some form or fashion, whether it be away at school or, you got, 3 articles of clothing, a toothbrush, and your own set of face towels there. However that works, you end up doing it on some level or another. And within that, you grow and you're different because, even though I don't know that we recognized it at that point, but there was supposed to be a part of dating that was marriage track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now, people at 50 and beyond, is all dating marriage track.
Mm-hmm.
And is there a situation where, before I marry you or again or whatever that situation is, let me live with you and see what that looks like.
Exactly. Yeah.
And
I did that before I got married, but that was in my 20s. But now
It was a marriage track, though.
it was a marriage track. But I'm just saying we're talking about cohabitating at this big old age, as kids would say, at your big old age. Would I do it? I think I would. I think I would live with someone first.
I definitely would.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would live together first.
Like, probably it would be a prerequisite.
Really? To live together first?
Yeah.
And how long would you want to live together with someone before you
I don't know. It depends if it was a marriage track. But if I wanted to be with someone and this is the person I wanted to live my life with, I would definitely cohabitate. I would do it. I just would not just say, hey,
we're gonna merge our households, give me my ring, let's go get married.
never.
Yeah.
Not knowing if we could live together.
Right.
No.
I think it's necessary to live together. I think it's necessary to travel together, so you can figure that stuff out.
so I want to ask both of you all this question. So, we are big and grown and all of that good stuff, and we all have our own things. So when you merge a household, like I know 2 people that got together, and they actually got married. And they ended up with like 7 couches between the 2 houses. And so, the question I want to ask both of you all is that if you cohabitated, would you get rid of your other space?
I think you should. It should not be something that you can just go back and jump in and live there. I think that you don't necessarily have to get rid of it, but you can certainly rent it out. You can Airbnb it. You can make it a moneymaker, some additional revenue from it. But I don't think that it should be a safe haven for you. Like every time you get into an argument, you go home.
I'm going.
Right.
No, I don't think it should be respite, but I do, I have certain thoughts on, I don't, if I'm in something and I don't know that I want to get rid of what I have for what I'm going into.
I think that I know someone who has, he has not gotten rid of his other place, and she thinks he has, and he still has it, just in case. And I'm like, I think you.
Is that a marriage track or no?
Yeah, it is, but he's just a little skittish because of their age. So my thing is just be honest. I don't think she's gonna be upset, but if, the longer you go with this lie, then that is going to cause the argument, not the fact that you have it, because it's a home.
Right.
So just let her know.
Yeah.
So that you still have it. So I don't don't think that there's anything wrong with keeping it. And then if it's property, then you guys either sell it or, but it shouldn't be, like you said, okay, well, if she's breathing out of two nostrils way too loud for me, I'm out, I'm going to my, like Spike Lee and, the bone room, I'm going there. It shouldn't be that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and that was, and as a man, men are always taught, man, have somewhere to go. Don't depend on anybody.
Right.
And I mean, that's assuming that, in that space that, you have to leave. Maybe it's a place that you all got together. Can she afford it without? So all of those sort of things come into play. And for me personally, I wouldn't lie about it, but I probably wouldn't get rid of my space.
Yeah, I wouldn't lie about it either. And I don't think anybody should have to get rid of their space. I think that you just shouldn't use it as, the escape pad. Right. The man cave. We're just hanging out. No, that doesn't work. But you can keep it and it work for you all and help you all grow. That makes a lot of sense. People giving people ultimatums about what you can have and what you can keep, that's ridiculous. And nobody should be forced to lie. And at this, as you say, big old age, I don't think we should have to lie about anything.
I agree.
I don't want to lie about nothing. This is what it is.
And
can we make it?
Or if it's not, what is not, then say that too.
Right. We can talk about it.
Yeah.
We can come to an agreement. I can try and make you feel better about it, or you could try and make me feel better about it, more comfortable. But lying about stuff just is, at this age, is just not happening. Yeah. And not tolerated. It shouldn't be.
Totally off topic.
Yeah.
I was talking today, and we were talking about me being emotionally handicapped, and they pointed out, something that I did, and I was, and I think that I don't know, but I think that the response that I gave was certainly not the one that I think that they thought they were going to get, and so it was just a situation, and I was telling them that. Sometimes when I'm not really into something or, I don't really care, I'll say, oh, that's unfortunate.
I heard you.
And the same response.
I hope it wasn't to me. But
No. Same response. And I was like, yeah. And so it was like, hey, wow, I was really kind of going through something. And I was like, yeah, but I was really not concerned, and that was me letting saying that's unfortunate. So, off topic, I apologize. I'm ending the year like that. Forgive me.
But you brought something up that just made me think about what I was doing earlier. So today, during my little small breaks, I was trying to take the summer stuff and put in the winter stuff. So just, moving things around. Yeah. And I realized that I populate every closet in this house. There will be no space for,
It's a simple fix.
It's terrible, but, get rid of some stuff.
No.
Yeah, what?
Build one of the bedrooms into a closet.
So make it a walk-in closet. You could do that. But I did tell her she needs to purge.
Yeah, I love everything. I love it still. But I realized that, yeah.
And I believe in purging.
That would be something else. Yeah,
I've been purging since COVID.
Cohabitating takes that, though. You have to be able to make space
for someone.
Space.
Yeah.
And
physically, emotionally, you have to be able to make space.
So I have a question for you in this realm. When you cohabitate with someone, do you think it's best if you all get a new spot together, or do you think that one should move in with the other?
It depends on what's most feasible. I mean, if there is a situation, if somebody has a 4-bedroom house and it's desirable to where I want to be, and they happen to own it or be in the process of them in the bank, I'm rolling with that.
I can understand that, but I do think that there should be a new bed though.
I've heard the story before. I mean, someone was like, "Nah, you got to get a new bed." I'm like,
yeah, I think there should be new bed, new sheets, all of that, because you don't want the history, just all of that, and I see. I'm a religious person, not overly religious, and I'm also spiritual. So I believe in,
Spirits.
energy and energy. I believe in good energy, bad energy, and putting meditation. I believe in the power of prayer, meditate, all of that.
Get them
So,
spirits out that damn mattress.
Yeah, so I think that if you're gonna cohabitate with someone,
Demons be gone.
there should be a bed, a mattress, and bedding that the two of you have chosen, that only the two of you have been on. I do.
Before you bring it into your home. So yeah.
So even if it's a place that you're moving in with her or you're moving in with him, it should not be the bed that other people have slept on.
Yeah.
Slept in, correct.
You don't. Do you sleep in a bed or on a bed?
If you do it right, you do both.
Hey.
Become one with the mattress.
So that's how I feel. And there's at this age we come with so much. We come with kids and bills and just all kinds of stuff. So I think it can be a beautiful thing, like living out your years with someone, whether it's marriage or cohabitation. So, but with cohabitation, if something happens to your partner and you're left like something, disastrous, whether it's death or a major illness, then that other person is financially not covered. So I believe that if you're going to live with someone, it should be on track for marriage.
Or I understand that, but if that whole scenario, and let's say it's not on track for marriage, but this is your life partner, I still feel like there could be some decisions made so that if something catastrophic happens, if something terminal, manifests, then you have things in order. You have insurance policies where that person is the beneficiary. You have things in trust. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that there is not 5 years to 10 years of probate. Because like you said, you come with kids, you come with grandkids at this age. There's other things to take into consideration. But I do think that this is your person and you all are living together and this is your space. You shouldn't be, and I've seen it happen, homeless after that person dies.
I have too.
And when I say homeless, I mean like, okay, you got a week to get your stuff and you up out of here. We're changing the locks. All kinds of things.
I've seen it where the kids really exacted their revenge
Right.
on that person. Like,
Yeah.
look, I didn't like what you did to my mother, father, whomever, and now this is my big chance, and I'm
That's
taking
why I
it
said
all the way to the door.
marriage track, because sometimes that whole life partner thing, it doesn't play out well legally. It doesn't always end well because everything is held up because people are family is fighting, they drag that mess on.
Well, you can make
But I think, Janae, I love your point that we are adults, so we can conduct ourselves as adults. We can say that, hey, this is what I want. This is how this should go. And if I'm cohabitating with you and not married to you, here's how you are protected.
Exactly.
Here's how, if something should happen to me, God forbid, but if it does, then, man, you're going to get enough money, you're going to be okay for 2 years. After that, be strong, girl, be strong.
Go get a job, girl. Go get a job.
Well, I mean,
But at this age, shoot.
yeah, at this age, if you ain't got a job, you might be retired or, whether you know it or not. I mean, if you ain't working, something's wrong. So, or different, I should say.
And even up until power of attorney, over your health.
Yeah.
Who gets to make decisions. If I'm the one taking care of you, day in, day out, and then something happens to you, and then all of a sudden,
I've seen it where
a kid comes in and like, you can't make any decisions, you don't have any say so. As a matter of fact, you can't even come into the hospital room anymore, And you can
I've seen that where the because I don't want to say the gender because it'll probably tell who it is.
Yeah.
But I've seen it where, cohabitant A was, laid up and was, incapacitated, coma, whatever. and cohabitant B was not allowed to come in because cohabitant A was still legally married
Yes.
to their partner
Yes.
or to their former
Yeah.
spouse.
Spouse, right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I'm really trying not to
Right.
put it
Mhm.
out there, but
Yeah.
yes, and I mean, and the kids was like, yeah, get her out of here, get them out of here.
Right.
So
Yeah,
I,
that does happen though, unfortunately.
so yeah, but I love your point that we can conduct ourselves as adults. We can have this. We can put this in writing, and we can. I think it helps define what we're doing here. Because once we start putting stuff in writing, it's not marriage, but it's saying that hey, I'm here for the long haul, and in case these things should happen, here's our plan.
Right.
So I like that. I really like that.
I mean, I've even seen people who say, okay, this was my house, I'm cohabitating with you, you're my life partner. They have it written out where you can live your whole life out here. And then after you expire, it goes back to my kids. You can have it written however you want. You know what I mean? It just needs to be some sort of protection and
While you're of sound mind, because trust me, they will fight it.
they will.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's why it has to be legal.
And
If that's the
boy,
route you decide to take and it's not marriage track. But even if you have marriage track, honey, it's going to go to probate because people will be fighting over every dollar.
people be fighting over
A shoe.
Over Pulsar watches.
But you have,
Walkmans.
but you have more ground to stand on when you have that certificate of marriage.
Yeah.
You do, as opposed to a life partner. You have way more ground to stand on.
yeah, and this is absent a precedent. You set up something and hey, this is what I want, and you get buy-in from that person. So we decide, we make a plan, we pay a lawyer, we do what we have to do. I like that.
Right. Right. I mean, like you always say, we've lived more life than we will probably,
See,
unless you're my grandmother, But you have to look at things and say, okay, there's an expiration date on everything, including
Because it's true.
your life. So put things in order.
and life has given us so many examples of when you don't have a plan, how wrong things can go. And I mean, at this age and at this stage, I'm not really trying to star in something that somebody was kind enough to star in front of me.
Yeah.
I can watch the movie and not be a part of it. And so to plan or, to say that, hey, okay, if, of course we're going into this thinking, yeah, this is going to work. But in the event that it doesn't or we get derailed, we got a plan B.
Where everybody's cool and all right.
I like the togetherness of like the whole cohabitation. I mean, I think it's the whole shacking up, playing house, whatever you want to call it. At this age, we need each other. We really need each other. We need each other because we always got something that's hurting. We're forgetting stuff, and it's nice to have somebody that is strong when you're weak, and vice versa. So
And
that
you're,
you can wake up and laugh with and share things with. So I think it's great if you can find that person to live with, even at this age,
Yeah.
and live together. I read a study. I skimmed a study that that said.
What you looking to laugh at? You're a skimmer too.
right. I skimmed the preface.
That said, the average person over 50 has a good 26 more years left on this earth. So I am almost 10 years over 50, almost, I'm at 58. So if I've got a good 20 years, 25, 26 years left on this earth, God willing, I definitely would love to share it with somebody that has got my back, front, side, corners, so that somebody who makes me laugh and vice versa, and we can depend on it. So I think cohabitation is a beautiful thing.
And I don't look at it as an alternative to marriage. I think that both exist.
Yeah,
you can if you
absolutely.
want to get married, do that.
Yeah.
If I want to get married, I will.
Yeah.
But cohabitation is certainly an option, and it's certainly something that I look at, and I really love some of the perspectives that you had on it. Like, hey, let's act like adults. Let's look at how this could go wrong. Let's try to figure out some things and let's try it. Let's do it.
You splitting the bills 50-50?
No, I mean at this stage of the game, you know, I revert back to that old school guy. I'm gonna go ahead and pay the
You're
bills.
gonna pay the bills.
Before we get too far off track with that one, because I do have a copy for that one, but back to the cohabitation, like we know that there are unconventional marriages, right?
Mm-hmm.
That
They don't even live.
they
in
don't
the
even
same,
live together, right?
Right.
They are together, they are married, but they don't cohabitate.
They only
So
married on the weekends.
cohabitation
That's a whole different subject.
is not necessarily marriage. You know what I mean? You could work in a different state and still be married. And so I feel like the things that cohabitating with someone brings doesn't necessarily have to be from or because of a marriage certificate. You know what I mean? I feel like a commitment and that companionship that you spoke of and that desire to be with someone and to care for someone and them care for you in that loving and beautiful capacity can exist just because you chose to.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that 50-50 stuff, I told you, everything should be percentage based.
I agree again with you on that. That I mean, obviously, if I make $15 million a year and you make $230,000, then I should be taking care of the stuff. I mean, and it's not on a keep your little 230,000. It's
Your
more,
little money.
yeah, your little money. Go put that up, girl. Don't hurt yourself. So
That little money.
right, but
inside joke, but yeah.
but it should be a situation where I got it. But if you make 170 and I make 150, we can do things the same way. But if you make 210 and I'm making 90, we need to figure some stuff out.
Percentage based. It makes it fair. But I also feel like people operate on a different level, respect and reverence when they have more skin in the game. If you don't have any skin in the game, I think it's easier for you to take things for granted.
I agree with that.
So
You mean like financial skin? Or
any kind of skin in any kind of game. It's
all the skins, all the games.
all the skins, all the games, right?
Because, I mean,
It's applicable to everything in life, right?
you don't have nothing to lose,
Don't ask me nothing else. I said all the skins, all the games.
Everything.
It's true though.
Oh my gosh.
If I gave you a car, you know what I mean, and you'd be like, thank you, it's so wonderful. And you probably would take care of it. But if someone dinged the car with their door, you might be like, dang. But it wouldn't hurt you as much as if you paid for that car.
Right, you work weekends,
Right.
overtime.
Right.
You was a greet at Walmart. You done some stuff. You like,
Because it was a gift. It wasn't necessarily something that you sweat.
So
Broke all your nails off for.
I was
you know.
gifted a car. And I took very good care of that car. But when I was doing pharmaceutical sales,
You dogged that baby.
no, I didn't. But when
you never drove over a parking block.
when we had territories, you have partners.
Mm-hmm.
If you were in front of me and I thought you were driving too slow, tap you back here, move it. So we were like bumper cars. It was just, it was
Bumper cars.
It was like bumper
Well, that's
cars.
what they play these days.
But the car that I was gifted during dating, I took very good care of that car.
Yeah, you did take very
I
good
did.
care.
I did.
But you're a good car taker care of.
You're darn right. Vacuum,
I don't,
it's
right.
clean.
I don't even know if that's a term, but that's your term.
Yeah.
Oh, is that a piece of hair?
Right. Clean it out.
She goes to the car wash. She's like, hey, Kim, welcome back, girl.
3 times a week, car
I'm
wash.
there 3 times a week. Well, every time I'm in every day. I have a membership every day, cleaning it out.
She'd be like, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Can't wait to get home and kick off my shoes and take off this uniform. Next thing I know, I'm like, where are you? The car wash. You just, I'm talking to you to keep your eyes open, right?
I like it all clean.
Yeah, she does. Yeah. But yeah. So, yeah, that's how I feel about the skin in the game.
I agree with that.
I'm still chuckling at my own joke. All the skin.
Yes, all the games.
Yes.
And I'm admiring your nails. I see you have a really
Yeah,
nice
they're real shiny.
manicure, right?
Thank you.
No
Real
chip.
shiny. No, right. It's real shiny.
You know, I decided to treat myself because, since Thanksgiving, I have just really pushed it.
You have. You've been working like a dog.
And so I was, I was looking at the end of the year, and I kind of got to where I wanted to do. I mean, in terms of my goals and what I wanted to do, I've accomplished that. But I was like, you know what? Let me get this while I had the opportunity, because I remember when, I wasn't really doing what I needed to do, and I was like, man, I'll do anything. When I first started, I was like, I'll cook you 3 hot dogs if you want it. And so now I've been blessed. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna treat myself, because I really grinded.
Did you get your feet done too?
Feet, everything.
Good for you. Are they shiny?
No.
Did you get a massage?
I got a massage with the tea tree oil and the
Okay.
botanicals, and man,
Okay.
You have little people walking on your back? Goats and all that other good stuff?
well, I don't know if you could call it a goat, but I'm sure she's pretty great at what she does.
It's a real thing, though. Goats.
I believe it, but anything with hooves ain't, we.
Yeah, I would never do
Yeah,
it, but
I'm gonna let y'all.
it is a thing.
You go.
Let me share with you guys this funny story. I don't think he would care if I share. When I was married, when we were in our 20s, we were living in California, and my husband was asleep. So I used to wear this really very, very fluorescent, like really light pink, neutral. I'm saying fluorescent and pink, but it was very iridescent.
Did it go in the dark?
No,
Okay.
but it was iridescent, and it was it was kind of like that, but you can only see like the pink in certain lights. He was asleep, so I painted his toes. They were hanging out, I was just like, I was painting his toes. He got up, and because I always went running, and he would go to the gym, and he said he was in the shower wondering like, why are these guys looking at me? And he looked down, he's like, oh my God! Kimberly! Oh my God, I was screaming. I thought that was hilarious.
No.
That was
Yeah.
a prank.
It was
sure.
a prank. And
Yeah.
he came home, he's like, get it off. I was running through the house with the nail polish remover. Nope.
I
Yeah.
wonder how he got you back.
Yeah, I don't know. We had a good time.
Yeah.
So, at any rate, I just thought I would share that. That's why I asked you if your toes were done too.
No. And the only reason I didn't get them done was because I didn't have time.
Oh.
Because I
You
thought,
put clear on your toes too?
yeah, I mean,
Okay. Pink, iridescent,
no, just
Yellow?
just translucent, clear.
Black and gold.
No, just clear. I mean, I'm not at that stage of my development where I feel comfortable. I don't knock anybody else's hustle, but for me, it's not for me.
There you go.
But ladies, I can't share it because I always share stuff I'm not supposed to. But we talked about this place that we're thinking about having our next live, right?
Oh, yeah. Our next in person.
Next in person?
In person, yes.
Okay. Yeah.
And I think the people are going to really enjoy this place.
I think so too. I think what we have lined up for 2025, you guys are really going to enjoy.
And I'm not.
Absolutely. And
I'm looking forward
so
to the
much
whole
that
year.
I almost want to tell you, but it's right around the corner because 2025 is knocking on the door. But we have something very exciting planned for you guys. And man, I want to say it, but I'm not going to.
You know that's my job to be
I
putting
know.
stuff out here way
It is your
before,
job.
way before it's clear.
I'm side-eyeing both of
You're
you.
right.
Yeah.
Like
Please don't.
I have self-control. I'm good.
I don't. Oh, okay. Just.
He said
So
I don't.
anyway, just stay tuned. We will reveal everything. Like Cat Williams said, all truths will be revealed in 20.
And he said
2020.
24.
Yeah,
But
we said
2025.
2025. So at any rate, thank you so much. You guys have anything else to say, or?
I had a very
Can't wait to see you guys. That's what I want to say.
I had a very surreal moment. I was doing a
Today?
catering job. Well, it was a couple weeks ago, and I was cooking for a pastor's anniversary. And so, we were exchanging pleasantries. I cooked for his anniversary like 5 years ago. And so we were talking, and he's like, yeah, brother, I follow you on Instagram and Facebook. And I'm thinking like, oh my God, I ain't been on Instagram in forever. Then he was like, no, that conversation's overheard. And I was like, yes.
Oh, really?
So shout out to Pastor. Shout out to the congregation. Thank you so much. Keep following us. Love.
Absolutely, thank you.
And I mean, it was a couple people in the congregation. It was like, I know you. Are you that?
Are you serious?
Yeah, you
That's so nice.
you that man with the two ladies.
You say I am that man.
I love that.
But the pastor, and
Yeah,
I mean,
we get a congregation to come to the next in person.
well, the pastor was saying that he's got
Get
some
an
ideas
amen.
on how he can partner with us. So I'm like,
Is
okay,
that right?
yes.
All right, sounds good to me.
All right.
Well,
See, we learned something too.
now we gotta watch our mouths then.
Right.
All right, well, thank you for hanging out with us tonight, this Tuesday night. We will see you next week.
What are you doing?
I don't know what.
I'm pointing at all of them, all of y'all, just for
We'll
everybody.
see you next week. Good night, everyone.
Goodbye, America.
Appreciate you guys.
I have on so many clothes. My gosh.
And the fireplace is just making you melt.
Girl,